All right, my friends, quick video today on the finances of this YouTube channel, Jubbal and Cars. How much money it makes over the last 2 years since we started it. Why I'm still losing money with every video. Next steps, all that good stuff. But first, I want to show off this calculator watch. This is the reference number CA53W1CR. And the reason I got this back in 2019 is that my buddy in med school, when he was single, I graduated med school in 2017, so it's a while back now, but he got a calculator watch. We both got into watches around the same time, and we were just, wearing cheap-ass watches like this, $19, $20. But he used to go to the bars and the clubs, and he would get girls' numbers on his calculator watch, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. And anyways, it's a cool, fun watch. And big thanks to Cardinale Way Mazda, located here in Las Vegas, for loaning me this Mazda CX-30, which we've also reviewed on the channel. Link in the description. And don't worry, we're going to refill on the gas shortly. Alright, so the channel makes around $800 per month right now, and we're averaging roughly 120,000 views. Gives us an RPM, revenue per meal. How many dollars you're getting per 1,000 views of around $6 to $6.50. And that RPM in the automotive space is higher than in some other spaces like educational. So if you look at my Med School Insiders channel, that has a lower RPM because advertisers don't pay as much for education because there isn't as much money there versus things like cars and finance. Finance actually has the highest RPM, I believe, of any niche on YouTube. All right. So if you look back, we started the channel about 2 years ago. It was February of 2022, I believe, that I posted my first ever video. It was like how to drive stick or something with my FRS. And you don't start making money immediately. You have to first become a YouTube partner. So that's 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's 10,000 watch hours. Might be a little bit different than that. And that took several months. And then once I was approved, there was actually some issues with the funding, so I ended up losing like $100 or $200 from lost revenue opportunity because I have, multiple YouTube channels and AdSense accounts and so on. So if you look over the last 2 years, the lifetime of the channel, we've made $10,000 in revenue, and in the last 12 months, $8,000 in revenue. So the majority, 80% of it, is just in the last 12 months. And every month, we're starting to average higher and higher view counts, which will bring our revenue higher and higher. Now, one issue is that we were doing shorts on the channel. We've now separated it out to a separate channel. And the reason we've done that is putting shorts and full lengths on the same channel for some channels has been shown to actually harm performance. So the shorts were cannibalizing our full length video performance, and obviously not a good thing. Full length videos are the bulk of this channel. That's what the shorts are essentially just created from snippets of our full lengths, the more exciting parts of them. So we moved that to a separate channel, but it's still taking time for us to recover from that insult, which was having shorts on the channel for several months. Making money is not the primary reason I do this, but of course, if you're putting money and effort, etc., into something, you want to see a return on that effort. But the reason we're losing money is in any given month, we're spending, between our personnel, we have a producer that works on this, a social media assistant that helps with the shorts as well as posting on Instagram, and we have multiple different editors who are actually editing all these videos. We're putting in around $2,000 to $2,400 per month. And the reason being that this team, they only spend part of their time on this channel, and they spend the rest of their time on our other brands, namely Med School Insiders and Kevin Jubbal MD, my 2 other brands. So every month we make $800 in revenue, and it's costing us $2,200 per month on average. So first of all, it's a good thing that we're making $800 versus 0 like we were at the beginning. That's a huge win, and we're trending in the right direction. So am I going to stop if it doesn't break even by the end of the year or whatever? No, obviously not. I still love doing this. It brings me so much joy. I get to meet amazing people. I've made so many friends from doing this channel. And I mean, there's just days when it's like, pinch me, I'm dreaming, the driving the 997 GT3 versus GT3 RS 3.8 versus the GT3 RS 4.0. in a single day, like, and making a video about that, that's insane. I would pay to do that, which I guess I kind of am, because again, we're losing money with every video, but you know what I mean. Other days, even like this last week, we filmed the S2000 versus the ND3 Miata versus the Toyota GR86. Also really cool things that are really hard to make happen unless you have a YouTube channel. So I'm actually really grateful for you all who are watching this channel, because it is only because of you and your behavior, you clicking on my videos, you watching these videos, that allows me to make that $800 per month to then invest into the business. So big thank you to you. Now, I also want to clarify a few things. This is not my full-time gig, right? I think a lot of car YouTubers are doing this just part-time, myself included. I have a few other businesses that take up the majority of my time. Part of the reason I do POV is because POV's a lot easier, faster, quicker to record and edit and all that stuff. And as a result, I don't have, let's say, the most exciting updates to my garage, because those who are full-time vloggers, full-time YouTubers, they have like 10, 20 cars and they're constantly changing them and making content from them. But the cars that I buy and own and drive myself are for me. They're vehicles that I want, that I like, that fit my preferences. Someone on the Miata forums said that I'm a steering fetishist, which I thought was fucking hilarious, and he's not wrong. So yeah, most of the cars I own have really good steering. There might be an exception to that in the near future, which is of course the S2000, but that's a discussion for another video. So I have also talked to other car YouTubers about, how does being a YouTuber influence their vehicle choice, and most of the ones who are smaller in size, let's say small to medium, and I would say small to medium is, up to, definitely less than 1 million subscribers, right? Once you're over 1 million, you're definitely a large YouTuber. So I don't think that YouTube performance in videos is like the primary driver, but the larger your channel gets, the more it does influence things, because, oh, hey, let me get the new car, the one that's hot, because it's gonna influence the view count, right? So I'm very small right now, so that has essentially little to no influence. But as the channel grows larger and larger, that might actually begin to influence things. I may want to get a third, fourth, fifth car and make more content. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'm trying to do this more as a hobby, as something that I enjoy, but not something that I feel beholden to. I don't want this to become a job. I don't want this to become something that removes the passion and the fun from it. I want to only do the videos that I want to do, if that makes sense. Now, to get to break even of around 2,200 per month in revenue, we would need to be hitting around 3 times, a little bit less than 3 times the number of views we're hitting right now. So right around 325 to 350,000 views per month is where we would need to be to break even. And we'll get there eventually. You guys watching, huge help, massively appreciated, and we'll keep making content, and the algorithm will push it to other people. Other people will join and subscribe, etc., etc. One thing I'm also looking forward to is getting more press car access. So right now, I have access to a few manufacturers, but not that many. And some have told me, when I asked them maybe 6 months ago that, hey, your channel's a little bit too small, come back to us when, you have a little bit more favorable numbers. And I plan on reaching out again once we hit 10K. Right now, as I record this video, we're at 8.5K. So we're slowly marching along. So anyway, my friends, I hope that provides a little bit of context, a little bit of insight as to the finances behind being a side hustle car YouTuber. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Much love, my friends. See you all in that next one.